A Saab has never been seen as a young person's car. However, now I'm noticing a lot more people are starting to buy Saabs around my age. And I thought in today's video, I would talk about the reasons I think people my age are buying Saabs. I myself actually got a Saab as my first car. It was a 1.8 9.3 saloon. And it was my first car through college when I turned 18, and I had that car until I was 21. So I myself was one of the younger people to buy a Saab. I bought my Saab because I wanted something a bit different. So that actually leads us nicely onto our first point, which is individuality and wanting to be a bit different. So if you go to a big modified car show or a car event somewhere like Cafe in a Machine, you see a lot of the German and Japanese cars and some British cars, but you don't really see that many Saabs. The younger driver does normally pick something like a sportier BMW or an Audi or a Golf or a Type R Honda. And you don't see that many people my age actually driving Saabs. I believe that's the same on social media as well. There's no big personality around sort of my age that drives a Saab. Now, I'm hoping with my social media that will change a little bit. So I think the need to be individual and wanting to be a bit different is driving younger drivers towards Saabs. Next up, I want to talk about cheap performance. So these cars, obviously Saab being out of business, the cars have massively tanked in value, and you can get into a car with at least a turbo very cheaply, because Saab was so sort of synonymous with turbocharging and really sort of set the trend of normal cars, everyday cars having turbos. A lot of Saabs were offered with turbos. It's a cheap way into owning a turbocharged car and getting cheap performance. These cars, especially the Aeros, really do sort of map well. You can get a lot of power. These cars I also find are really easy to work on, especially the 2-litre, as the engines do fit quite well into the car and there's a lot of space to work. The V6s are a bit more difficult just because they sort of jammed it in. It wasn't originally designed for a V6. Spark plugs are a bit difficult on the V6, but in the 2-litre, which I find is the most popular, they're very easy to work on, and I think you get a lot of performance for your money as well. Another reason I believe people my age are buying Saabs is because they're a bit different to what's available right now. Saab was known for being a bit sort of left field and different, and I think that's appealing to people that are just sort of tired of new cars just being a big screen, lots of sort of sensors, and it's feeling less like it's actually you driving and more the car driving, and you're just a slab of meat along for the drive. Saabs were sort of very different. The aircraft design, interior, the crazy couple that you get in the Saab 9.3, which is basically a gymnast that holds your coffee. The key in the middle, all this being different, I think is a lot more appealing than, let's say, a brand new Audi, which is just a screen with wheels. So I think the cars being a bit quirky and left field is drawing in people my age who just want something a little bit different to drive than the new offerings. This does tie back into my first point, but I think it does stand on its own. And it's that people, I think, are just starting to get a bit bored of the car scene as a whole. All the cars are sort of very similar done. They're normally German, they're normally on a set of very expensive wheels, maybe air ride, all sort of wrapped the similar sort of colour, white, grey, blacks, maybe a blue thrown in there for fun. And I feel that when people my age are discovering Saabs, and are discovering the Saab community as a whole, I feel like because it's been hidden away for so long in the wider car scene, that people are seeing this as a brand new avenue and something new to explore, because Saabs, again, aren't really driven by younger people and don't really get modified. It isn't thought of so much in the car scene. However, I think, again, that's starting to change as people my age are buying Saabs and realising this is something new and fresh that I want to explore. I also believe that people my age are coming over to Saabs because they see the Saab community as a bit friendlier than the wider car community. I feel like in the Saab community, it doesn't really matter what you do to your car or who you are, if your car is in good or bad condition. I feel like everyone gets a fair shot. I've been in the Saab community since I was 18, and I'm 20, nearly 29 now, so a good 10 years. And I feel that everyone is very friendly here. Everyone gets the same sort of time of day, no matter what car they drive. I've been in the community for so long and I've never known any animosity. We're a lot friendlier, and I think people are starting to see this and thinking this is a breath of fresh air. So those are the reasons I believe people my age are starting to buy Saabs. If you own a Saab yourself and you're a younger driver, please let me know. Why did you buy the car? Do you have any reasons that you believe younger Saab drivers are starting to appear? If you could let me know down below, that'd be absolutely brilliant. If you can like and subscribe, that'd be also amazing. And I will see you guys in the next video.